You just pull the thing out and just drive away, and there's nothing wrong with the tire. That's the point I try to make. That's why it's so great. Some of you tuning into this video may not watch my videos. Lots of you that watch this video probably do watch my videos where I've been dealing with a leaky tire. And I've been giving props to a product called Slime. And I've been getting comments talking about, well, Slime's so good, why do you keep having to pump up your tire? Why is it leaking? I'm not doing the product justice because technically I don't have slime in here. Well, technically I do have slime in here. Now it's getting confusing, isn't it? I do have slime in here, but not the kind of slime that I promote. Let me explain. I had found a can like this, Fix-A-Flat. It was a Slime product, Slime brand tire inflator, Fix-A-Flat. And I don't think it's the same formula as the genuine Slime. Let me show you the stuff that I put my word to. Oh, I got some new fuel bottles too. I'll get to those later. Look at that, all got fuel I got in there now. This is the stuff right here that I'm big on. This just saves so much headache and time. Now this isn't a cure-all, but it's a cure most, and it'll get you home unless the hole is too big. This says on the directions how big the hole has to be. Up to 1/4 inch. Instantly seals punctures up to 1/4 inch, so that's a pretty good size puncture. Anyways, I figured I better clarify this because a lot of people do make a good point, but I don't actually have this in my tire. I've got this in my tire. The good thing about this is if you have a can of this, any kind of brand I suppose, if you have a flat tire out on the road and you don't have an air pump and you're not anywhere near an air pump, the good thing about these aerosol cans is they actually inflate your tire and seal them. But I don't think that I think that's more of a temporary fix as far as I know. But it's good to have a can of that in your trunk for sure. Maybe a couple cans. But here's my stuff. So what I'm gonna do, I've got that Fix-A-Flat. I got about a half can in there. I had found that dumpster diving. It's about half full. It was a Slime brand of that, and I put that in there. And I don't know if it was just not as good as this, or if it's evaporated as much air as I pumped in here. Maybe it's come out the holes. I don't know how many holes I actually have in this tire, but that's the good thing about this. You don't need to know how many holes you have. I can't tell you how many times when I have this in my tires, I've got a flat and well, not necessarily flat, but I've heard air coming out, and I have like a nail or a tack or any kind of sharp object sticking in there, and the directions on this are to pull the object out and spin the tire, and it just seals instantly. The directions on the Slime Fix-A-Flat bottle were to leave the object in there and do not pull it out. So that makes me think that it's a totally different formula. But anyways, I don't know if this is gonna mix with the stuff I already have in there, so I've been hesitant to put it in there. But I'm gonna try it now, because this tire, I'm gonna have to put air into it frequently now. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to install this stuff. This is the tubeless one. And some people make the comment, why don't I put a shield in there to protect the inner tube? Well, these tires don't actually have inner tubes. And other people will say, why don't you put plugs in it? And actually, I tried to plug this tire, well, the last tire I had on here, I tried to plug it. And these tires are so small, it just had that plug tool in there. It just didn't feel right whatsoever. And I basically destroyed a tire with the plug tool. These tires are just a little small. I broke a belt or two in there, and the plug worked, but the tire got off balance, shaking back and forth like that, and the whole bike was just going. So plugs really aren't going to work. I know plugs work good in bigger tires. Other people say, why don't you patch it? Well, taking this tire off here and putting a patch in there every single time I pick up a little hole. With the nature of what I do, pulling up to these dumpsters, that's just nonsense to yank the tire off there and fix it every single time. So anyways, this is a dream come true for me. Let's get to it. Hopefully the light's good enough you can see what's going on. It's kind of a cloudy day. And I've been eating sunflower seeds. So sorry if I cleared my voice unintentionally. I noticed I made a video a while back where I've been eating sunflower seeds. It's just awful. So they sell these at Walmart. I have the link down in the description for eBay and for Amazon if you just want this shipped to your door. But they sell them for like $8 at Walmart. I don't know why I'm still pointing down there, because I don't have the Walmart link down there. I got the Amazon eBay link down there. Walmart's actually over that way somewhere. But when you buy this, there'll be this black cap. Don't throw the black cap away, because that's your core remover. It's actually a tool. Check that out. Pretty slick. I've got all the air out of this tire. Well, a lot of the air out of the tire. See how there was a little air. Did you hear that? But see how easy that was? Now sometimes this good stuff here will kind of lock up that core in there, but you can kind of just work on it and get it out of there. But because like if a little bit of air might come out of the nozzle, and of course that slime's job is to find holes and block it, so it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes it is an issue, but you'll figure it out. Okay, so now I got the core out of there, and what you do is you just take this tube off the back they got here for you. Probably want to take this off first, unless you're really strong. Okay, see how easy this is? There's just nothing to it. Let's read on the back and see how much you're supposed to put in for different size tires and whatnot. You can see right here it's got motorcycle, scooter, car, trailer. Want to make sure you get the right kind. There's actually a kind that shows mountain bikes, dirt bikes and whatnot. It says it instantly seals, punctures up to 1/4 inch. I said that. Underneath it says safe for finished metal wheels. That's good to know. Works repeatedly for 2 years. Non-flammable, non-toxic. Cleans up with water. So that's how good the information. I especially like the part about 2 years. And I've had tires with this in there for about that long or so. The one thing I can say is when it gets super hot outside, if you're out putting a lot of miles at 100-degree heat, I've seen this stuff kind of thin down and it'll just start running out the holes. That is one thing to keep in mind. But I have definitely ran this for years in one tire. Oh yeah, I was seeing how much to put in. Oh, it says right there, scooter, 8 ounces for a scooter. And I have this is a 16-ounce bottle. I said 16 ounces for a car tire, so you would put this whole bottle in a car tire. I'll put half the bottle in this little scooter tire. See how we do. I'm gonna show you my front tire here in a minute. It's almost in brand new condition after 6,000 miles. Okay, I haven't done anything yet. I'm ready to install this. Hopefully you can see this. Okay, I'm ready to squeeze. I'm gonna squeeze half the bottle in there now. Look at that. That's incredible Hulk juice right there. So one bottle like this would be enough to do both the tires and your scooter. That's kind of nice to know. Like I say, hopefully that Fix-A-Flat slime product, hopefully that has either all drained out or is evaporated in some way. Let's see what I'm dealing with here. Got a little clear spot on the bottle. Once it settles down a little bit, you can see where you're at. Looks like they've actually got the half bottle mark there. Well, that's pretty close. I've got about another ½ ounce to go. I'm sliming it.
Oh, dang.
You ever use slime?
Yeah, I've used that before.
It's good stuff.
Right on.
As long as it's not a giant hole.
Yeah.
I'm making a YouTube video about it.
Sweet. Okay.
You got some of this stuff around? You should throw some in behind your truck seat.
I actually have used it before, yeah.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
I got a can of Fix-A-Flat right here.
Nice. Yeah, I've used that too. I think slime works a little bit.
Is this more of a temporary deal?
That's more of a
That's like to get you to the gas station, the tire shop.
Yeah, the slime is a lot better.
Yeah.
Very good, man.
Yeah, man. Okay, I've got about 8 1/4 ounces in there. So now it says to replace the core. If I can find it, there it is. Take my core tool. I bet a lot of people probably take that cap off and throw it in the garbage and then read the directions. Wait a second. You don't want to over force it. That's kind of the good thing about this plastic tool, is that plastic will bend and you'll maul that plastic before you put it in there too tight, I suppose. Because there are core tools that are made out of steel, you know. Well, I'm sure you could twist it too hard, but so that's not going to be an issue. And then it says, I actually went against the directions. I was supposed to have the core, the valve, up on the upper half of the wheel, like so. And then it's got real easy directions here, if you're not a moron like me and read them first. Inflate tire, drive, stop, verify seal, and check pressure. So that's a good thing about my air pump. I've actually got a pressure gauge on it, so it's good to have a pump like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this space in here. I'm gonna take it up with gas cans, and I'm gonna get a little air pump that fits in there, and I'm gonna travel with a bottle of slime at all times. That little package there will save you so much grief. Let me get to these gas tanks real quick. You've seen this one probably if you watch my videos. Got that one in there. These scooters only hold just a little gas. Mine, I can put 1.4 gallons in the tank. Now I can carry 2 1/4 gallons. I've got almost a gallon here. These red ones are twice the size of that orange one. I bought these on Amazon. I left the tags on them so you can see them. I've never tried them. I have them filled up, and I want to see if they're good as an orange one. There's a fill line on there. You're not supposed to fill past that line because of the pressure, and I want to see if these work as good as an orange one. I'm gonna open it up for the first time. Okay, so there was no problem there whatsoever. Of course, I haven't been riding around today, so they haven't been shaking around. I imagine that's a real important deal, is to always watch that fill line. So these are good for camping and stuff too. I think technically they're designed for a certain kind of camping stove, for camping fuel. But I mean, it's an all-around fuel bottle, specifically made for what I'm using them here for. Well, I actually let this pump get rained on, so it's got water in here. Watch this. Watch this. It was worse before, but I gotta get the water out of there. I don't think pumping water in there with the slime is a very good idea. That could really just ruin it. Okay, so I got that water out of that pump, and I got it aired up. Can you hear that? Hopefully the GoPro can pick that up. Can you hear the air coming out? Let's see. The hole is in the top half of the tires right there. Let's see if I get a look at this sucker. There, like I said, I'm not sure how many there are for sure, but that's a pretty good size hole. I'm gonna show you the power of slime. There it is. Look at that. What do you think? That's the product I try to give props to right there. Look at that. Done. That's what I've been trying to explain. I should have been more clear about that. That tire is sealed up. So hopefully I haven't done one of my favorite products I've ever found in my entire life. Hopefully I haven't done it too much injustice by carrying that thing around, talking about how good slime is. Look how good slime is. I gotta pump my tire up constantly. So there it is. Let's see. It just sealed up instantly. See that? What do you think about that? There it is. I think that fix-a-flat stuff evaporated, or I'm not sure if it's mostly air in there, because it fills up a whole car tire, inflates a whole car tire. I'm not sure what the liquid is in there, if it evaporates or if it came out the holes or what, but we're gonna find out now the true power of slime. There it is. So like now, I might pick up a nail and I might hear a little or something, and sometimes you won't even notice you picked up something. But if I pick up a nail from now on, now I got the right kind of slime in there, I just directions say to pull it out, so you just pull it out, spin the tire, it's fixed. So now you can see why I like that product so much. I'm gonna check the air pressure in here and go for a little spin to get that slime all swirled around the way it's supposed to be. I had lost about 14 pounds of pressure in the time it took me goofing around on camera there before I spun it and fixed it. And that just shows how bad that hole was getting. That type of slime definitely will wear out. We'll see with my coming videos how long this is gonna last. I've got 32 pounds of pressure in here. I'll go for a spin and we'll see how long it'll stay at 32. The way that's sealed up all nice, as long as I didn't pump too much water in there, and as long as that other stuff has made its way out in one way or the other, or maybe it will mix with it too, you know, who knows. But my hunch is I'm gonna maybe drive on this tire for the next year. Let's find out. So like if you are racing off-road motorcycles, or just, I mean, if you ride off-road vehicles, you don't have to be racing, I suppose, but you might have some kind of puncture resistant tires or dealy bobs in there, some kind of tube liners. I would highly recommend slime as an insurance backup at the, you know, at the very least. If you're out in the wilderness 3 miles away from your rig and whatnot, from your camp or whatever, that's a long walk back. Slime is something that can get you home, you know. Slime's definitely not a cure-all. I don't want to make it sound like it's some permanent fix. But that on the back of the bottle where it says 2 years, that's definitely true for little punctures, you know, little nails and screws and thorns and whatever little tiny punctures you can get. And for cars and trucks, shoot, I think if you put a bottle of those in each one of your tires, you might never notice your next flat tire, you know. one thing people may have something to say about putting that in their tire, like it's going to be some kind of uneven ride, like it's going to affect the performance. And all the years I've been using this stuff, I have never ever once felt any kind of misbalance or anything. I think when the tire's spinning, that slime just evens out in there, you know. I've never noticed any problem. But, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully what's going to happen is I save at least one person from walking home and having to call a tow truck and blah blah blah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching. I wanted to show you my front tire real quick. Look at that, still got the little thingies on there on the sides. These little lightweight vehicles, there's almost hardly any weight whatsoever on that front tire, you know. It's all back here, and so they very rarely will pick up anything that'll puncture them. And we got a nice, fairly good thick amount of rubber, like a knobby tire or something, that will really, you know, plus not having any weight, that really avoids picking up punctures. I have very little trouble with my front tires. Of course, now that I say that, I'll probably immediately pick up a puncture, but I got that half bottle of slime in here, and I'll have a little air pump in here, and I'll just, if that does happen one day, I'll just put slime in there and fill it up with air and be on my way, you know. Next nail I pick up out of here, I'll show it on my video if it happens. If I see it or hear it, if I'm aware of it, I'll pull it out on video and just drive away. So that's the part that is just absolutely wonderful. A flat tire that would normally abandon you in the middle of nowhere, you just pull the thing out and just drive away, and there's nothing wrong with the tire. That's the point I try to make. That's why it's so great. Okay, now the video's over.